At the end of 2019, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Things were looking pretty grim. He's a longtime student of the Urantia book, and he had on his mind what he would like to leave people with. So he sent out a series of emails with some of his thoughts on prayer. My dad is now recovered, and he sat down to talk with me about those emails. So in this series, you're not going to hear us talk about the Urantia book so much as how its lessons have melded into our lives and shaped our attitudes toward prayer and the process of death and dying. Here's one of those emails and the conversation that we had about it.
Have to ask. Okay, let's get something out of the way. God. We all have different concepts and definitions of God.
I think God is what God is, and most of our concepts are useful to us, and we'll find out more when we get there.
Second, angels. I don't think we are the only personalities in the universe. So call them whatever you want, spirit buddies, ethereal guides, unseen friends, whatever. I just resort to what I was raised with, angels.
That paragraph is relevant because I have come to think that we have to ask. And when we ask, we are asking someone.
We must give permission for the angels to cross the line of our free will. Free will is important. We either have it or we don't. If once ever crossed, it means we don't. And I believe we do.
I think it is possible the angels were given a commandment, "Thou shalt not cross your person's free will." While the angels' disciplined behavior of waiting to be asked may seem cruel, it has a clear benefit to us.
Whatever we achieve through our long universe career, it will be a result of our decisions. So, I ask.
An obvious question to ask is, did you ask for healing? But I'm not going to ask that because that's actually going to come up in a later segment. I will ask, though, what did you ask for aside from healing?
I can't specifically remember. I'm sorry. And I also know that I'm really not all that good at asking for specific stuff. I'm more of a generalist. Like in my recent prayers over the last couple days. In fact, I did not pray this morning, hardly at all, because I had to leave the house at 8 o'clock, and I'm usually just having breakfast at 8 o'clock, so it was a rushed morning. Most of my asking is just, I'm open to whatever you want kind of thing. Give me any hints, permission to give me any hints you want. So I don't ask specific things. And I'm sure if I did, I would get good answers. I mean, I remember you brought up teaching before. There was a year that was really, really hard, and I had a specific problem. Mm-hmm. And I've only ever told this like to people before, never in front of a camera. But it was a very sincere, back to that conditions of effective prayer, very sincere, very heartfelt prayer, but very kind also generally of, what do I do here? And an answer came. Instantly, full-blown, fully developed plan of action. I knew what to do instantly. But even that, I'm not certain was a specifically worded prayer request. But I knew I needed help a lot.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't aware of that.
And I don't tell many people, but I guess I've told a lot just now. It's one of those very personal prayer answers that you just don't share with everybody. Mm-hmm. because you don't share them with people to convince them to believe in God, so it doesn't fit in that kind of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And you just don't advertise that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for sharing it with me.
Sure.
Could you get me a glass of water, Huck? Actually, could you put it in a mug?
No.
A pretty mug?
Nope.
Not
Yeah.
too big, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Smaller mug.